Welcome, I'm Kendra with Proactive Recovery and Fitness. I'm here just doing a video for some corrective exercise that you can do after your workouts. So first off, we're going to start with the pistol squat. So say you have pistol squats in your program and you're not really stable enough to do that, or you don't have enough ankle flexion to get down into the bottom of a pistol squat, okay? So a pistol squat, if you don't know, is actually one leg, you come down and back up, okay? So if you're not able to do that, a good way to train a pistol squat is by doing a single leg half squat. Okay, so you get something like this box, or you can use a plate to begin with. If you don't have much stability, just like a 45-pound weight. So you can go that size, or a stair for if you're doing it at home. So you can do this on the stairs. So what you want to do is just one leg onto the stair, the other leg off, and you want to come into that squat position. So butt back, neutral spine, and I just want you to squat down, tap with your heel, and back up. Okay? So squat down, tap with the heel, and back up. What I don't want to see is coming down, stopping, taking the weight off of this leg, and then going back up, okay? So again, neutral, sit that butt back, and just a nice tap, up, tap, up. And from there, that'll end up working your glutes enough, the stability in your ankle enough, and kind of the flexion through your calf and your soleus muscle. So then eventually what you can do is add plates to that 45-pound plate, or get a bigger, like a taller box. And eventually what you can do, if you still can't do it from the floor, you just sweep your leg in and you can come down that way and back up, okay? So sweep and back up, okay? And to actually get better ankle flexion, what you want to do, let's move this, is more stretches for your calves and particularly your soleus, okay? So your soleus only crosses the one joint at the ankle, whereas your gastrocs, these big muscles outside that you see, they cross both joints, so your knee joint and the ankle. So a lot of times it's the soleus underneath that's restricting these movements. So what you can do is, if you have a foam roller, just stick it in front of you about 5 inches. Okay, so a fist length and a thumb. And what I want you to do is just test your flexion. So if you can get to that foam roller or the wall, then that without lifting up your heel, then you have really good flexion. It's pretty decent. If you're doing this and you have pinching or pain in the front of your ankle, that probably means that your joint is not moving properly, okay? So you have a restriction in there. So the talus bone is not moving back how it should when you move forward, okay? So what I want you to do is actually test this, test it out. If you can get there, great. If you can't, and you're about this far away, if you have any pinching in here, then we're gonna do an ankle joint mobilization. If you have the pain, do the mobilizations first. Don't try and stretch without doing mobilizations. So what you want is, I don't have plates, but you can take a plate. I just have this little nifty thing here. And then what you're gonna do is put your ankle through the band, and you wanna make sure it's a thick enough band. You don't wanna use the red bands for this, they're just not thick enough. It needs to be able to cover that whole jointed area, okay? And then I want you to put your foot up on the plate and make sure the band is down quite far on your ankle, a little bit onto the foot. If you have it too high, it's not going to do the joint mobilization how it should, okay? So keep that nice and down. Make sure there's enough tension on the band. And all you're going to do is put your weight forward and back. Hold for only like 2 or 3 seconds and back, okay? And if you're still getting pinching through here, you probably don't have the band far enough down. So just make sure you have it down and it's not high up on the ankle, okay? Make sure you're not lifting your heel. And you can just lean onto that leg, push down, and back up, okay? And then what you want to do is actually go back and retest your ankle flexion, okay? So moving on to your next corrective exercise, this is going to be for your shoulders. It helps with your shoulder external rotation. So what we're going to do is you take a towel or a hoodie or anything you have. I want you to stick it on your armpit, okay? So for this exercise particularly, you want to keep that elbow pinned to your side. And then you also want to make sure your shoulder's not hiked up. So if you have this underneath your armpit, you're not going to be hiking up your shoulder because you have to keep that pin down, and you're not going to be lifting your elbow up because you have to keep it all pinned down, okay? So I want you to go onto your side, and what we're going to do, I just am using a small weight. It doesn't have to be heavy. So what you want to do is just come up. You can go as heavy as you want, but to start, I'm sure you'll probably just need a small weight. And hold for 3 seconds at the top and down. Hold and down. Okay, so this is helping with your external rotation, so your rotator cuff muscles. You want to keep those nice and strong. Hold 3 seconds and down. Okay. Okay, so those are just some corrective exercise things that you can do at home, obviously, or in the gym. Yeah, if you're having any pains and stuff like that, send me a comment. Let me know what it is, and maybe I can make a video for you so you can help to get to a point where you're pain-free, or at least able to get into a movement that you can do before now in a pain-free manner. So yeah, send me a comment. I hope you like my video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.